I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I might have gotten the worst dispatch ending that there is. Now, let's talk about it because we gotta go through episode 7, episode 8. We gotta talk about the highlights, the lowlights, the potential of season 2. This was insane, but man, I got hoed. Might I just say, let's start off with this dope ass flashback that I was not expecting whatsoever between Trackstar and a young ass Robert Robertson back in 2003, bro. That's insane. It was nice though. It gave us a great little glimpse into what Robert and Trackstar's relationship was their entire life. I mean, this man Trackstar has been the same his entire life, swearing his ass off, just being himself to the absolute fullest extent. You feel what I'm saying? And when he used his powers and he said, keep up to go and get my boy that Twinkie, because you know I picked Twinkie. I'm like 10 years old, bro. What am I do with a cigar? What am I do with a beer? Seeing him say, keep up, and being able to use his powers at the full extent. Damn. It's even harder when our next scene is our boy Trackstar in the hospital bed. Now, I will say, I thought for sure he was a goner. So him being in the hospital bed, when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, okay, we're good. We're good as hell. They're not going to kill him off. But at first, last week, woo, I was ready to get it back in blood, no poo shiesty. This episode didn't make getting it back in blood any easier, though, especially when it came to this decision right here. Everybody in their mama's is blaming what happened to Trackstar on Invisigirl. Understandable. That kind of is her fault. You feel what I'm saying? And they want you to either get rid of her ass or you got to sit there and defend her. And I can't lie. I defended her. I'm like, hey, man, I'm out here. I gave all y'all niggas a chance. Every single one of y'all in this room. You don't think I'm going to give her a second chance, too? Especially when she was trying to get my Mecha Man suit right? Come on, bro. We got to at least give it another chance. At least one more. But a part of me wishes that I didn't defend her. But then there's a part of me that's like, that was probably the right decision. I don't know. Because we find out very soon after, because of course Invisigirl was in the room like she always is. Nosy ass. We find out that not only was she working with Shroud, but she was the one who put a bomb on your back and sent you down this, well, the shitty ass path of life. Well, I guess it kind of works out for your benefit, but y'all get what I'm saying here. She's the reason for your downfall. And she just wants you to accept that? Nah, bro. I said I don't know how to feel right now because I didn't know how to feel right now. Are you evil? Are you good? I don't know with you, bro. I know you're immature as fuck. I know that. Aren't you like pushing 30, acting like you're 18? I digress. All I know is that's probably the decision that led to a later decision in my gameplay, but we gonna get there in a second. Because first I have to complain a little bit. I absolutely despised the last couple puzzles they gave us when we were fighting Coop and the SDN thing. That shit was genuinely pissing me off. It had me to the point, bro. I was playing this shit at like 2 in the morning. I was ready to go to bed. Playing this shit, getting pissed off. I was like, bro, how do I keep losing? And this shit is the reason why a decision at the end of the game, you get the save Coop, you get the not save Coop. I didn't have the option. She got sent to jail, bro. I didn't think this thing would matter, to be honest. So, like, it got to a certain point where I was like, all right, bro, can you just fail me so I can keep moving on with the story? That was a bad decision. That was a horrible decision. It is during this shift where all hell is breaking loose. Shroud is clearly taking over him. The villains, they're causing absolute pandemonium. The Red Ring is doing their red thing. You feel what I'm saying? You're finding out even more sus information on Invisigirl. Like, anyone who picked Invisigirl, you're looking real stupid right now. She completely played us. She had our astral pulse the whole time, saying that in order to complete our suit, she had to keep a secret, which is probably true to a certain extent, but hey, you still lied to me a few times, Invisigirl. I ain't gonna remember that. Or, I am gonna remember that? Sucks. But either way, it doesn't matter because we finally get our new Mecha Man suit. We finally get the suit up, baby! I ain't gonna lie, it was worth the wait. This shit looked stupid. He looked like Prime, like Megatron or something like that. You feel me? This entire sequence is fucking dope, bro. The fight with Shroud and all the villains was insane. Especially if you have the interactive mode on. That was awesome. Got me clacking a couple times with the quick time events, but for the most part, it was super interactive. It was super immersive. I was like trying to watch what was going on, but play it at the same time. It was cool as hell. And when all hell was breaking loose, out of nowhere, my boy Chase shows up with blonde blazers goggles. That makes so much fucking sense as a way to save him and keep him around, for now at least. They're probably gonna have to figure out a way to write him back into his regular self and get Blonde Blazer her powers back, but for now, I'm taking Chase alive any day. Then we get to the two crucial decisions in this episode. I was one of them niggas that gave him both of the pulses. You feel what I'm saying? That was an easy decision, I feel like. Make that nigga figure it out himself. Spoiler alert, he didn't. Nigga gave himself brain goo. The choice that really changed the game for me was this right here, bro. I didn't even get the option to murk Shroud or save him, or spare him, I should say, because Invisigirl bodied him. I mean, knife to the throat. It was disgusting. It was despicable. And then she takes his mask and she disappears, insinuating that she's going to become the new Shroud. How did I get such a bad ending? You got niggas out here getting endings where Invisigirl, she changes to the light. You got endings where Invisigirl and Robert still fall in love at the end. I got the ending where Invisigirl is evil, Coop is in jail, and Robert's with Blonde Blazer, which isn't a terrible ending, you feel what I'm saying? But I did Invisigirl dirty. I did Coop dirty. I don't know how I did him so dirty, but insane. But yeah, man, that's how my playthrough went. I am so curious how y'all's playthroughs went. Drop it in the comments down below. How did your ending look? Did you get that Invisigirl evil, Coop in jail, Blonde Blazer you're married to essentially ending, or did you get something a little bit different? I saw there was like a few endings, to be honest. So let's talk about it in the comments down below, man, because you know we got to talk about it. Simple.